My name's Cami. I'm from India. That's my home. My favorite thing about my culture or India is
That was good. It's my husband.
the strength that each woman carries. I think our culture has always been about like making the woman be a housewife or the person that cares for just the home and the kids. But every single Indian woman that I have surrounded myself around has been a strong, independent woman. So I think women from our culture have grown and brought themselves to a position where we are now equal to men, finally, after so long. And that is something I'm very proud of. So happy International Women's Day to all of you. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sunshine.
Hey.
And thank you to my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So everything is clean and sanitized the night before when I pack everything. We clean the dishes the night before we pack, and then we clean the dishes. An eye fell. And then we clean the dishes after we pack up. All the pillows, we don't use the pillows. So if I'm using these pillows, I wait at least 24 to 48 hours during COVID to reuse them. We wash all of the sheets. We sanitize our tables. Anything that's touched, we basically take back home, put it in quarantine. So like the pillows are in quarantine period. This table will be in a quarantine period, which is about 24 hours. We wipe everything down. I use my gloves for any plates, any table settings. Try to keep it as clean and sanitized and as safe as possible always. That's our top, like that's what we keep atop of mind. I think sanitizing and cleanliness. Because I don't think people get to see that, but we take pride in it. So that's one thing I wanted everyone to know, that we sanitize, we clean, we keep everything clean. And yeah, it's safe. That's it. If you're telling me this is my job, like I would wake up happy to go to work. You know, I had a dream this morning that I was late because I had a dream that I left at 11 and I'm like, wait, Ashley said we have to be there at 11.
Oh my God.
So it was funny.
It wouldn't have been a big deal. We're all here chilling, getting some sun.
It was the excitement that like had me thinking that I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
But no.
But that's how you know that you're passionate about it, is because you get excited. I was super excited. It didn't seem like, I wasn't like, oh, we're going to film today. Not at all. I'm like, I'm going to hang out with my friends and get to know Cami better. And let's talk to her about pricing, because she doesn't have a set price list. This was the first question that I asked Cami. I was like, I want to set something up for me and Christian. You know, what do you have, like a price list, or are there tiers, packages? And she's like, you know what? You can customize everything so specifically to your needs that she doesn't have a set price list. She goes around your budget and what you can afford. And then on top of that, yeah, right? And on top of that, she's such a nice person that she even throws in like extra things just because she wants it to be the best. And even if your budget doesn't fit that, she's just kind. And that's the freaking type of people that we want to talk about here on this series of Boss Babes. Women to own businesses. Yeah.
I ask you the location, and then I'm like, where do you live? Because I think it's more convenient and always a little easier when something's a little closer to you, when you know, okay, it's only 10 minutes away. So I tend to just do that, where I'm like, I'll drive to you. Typically, we've been getting a lot of people that want to do the city. That's what it's been. They want to go to the city, and I've been trying to get them out of the city, showing them, you know, all the other hidden gems in the Bay Area, like this, like Oakland, Lake Merritt. That's one of my favorites. But what I do typically is, when they let me know that this is where they're from, I go on Google and I'm like, top 10 beautiful parks in the city, or top 10 views in that city. And then I go through the list. Sometimes I go drive over, I do a double check. I look at the location, I'm like, okay, is this something that we can do? And then that's kind of how we decide. But like I said, I go as far as my car possibly can and my driver possibly can. And we just set to it and we just hit the road. So
Do you know how nice it is though that you pick the location as well?
Yeah.
That you keep that open, because I would have never known that this park was here.
Yeah.
And I just live 10 minutes away. But now coming into Clayton, I'm like, oh, I need to come to Clayton more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like, I saw like a trail driving up, and
it's super nice.
so it's a good way for,
it's
really good for people to explore and find like new locations that they would have never known.
Exactly, and that's all it is, because everyone can rush to the beach in San Francisco, but I'm like, let's do something else. Let's try something else. I'm like, even if I get to meet you once, like let me do something for you one time, because I know they won't forget it. And the way we capture everybody and with Datenight Designed, I remember every single person. I remember them by their name, by their love story, by the conversations we've had, because this is, I don't know, it just gives you the time to slow down and get to know someone. You know, I remember when you were talking about how people just walk by and they're like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
But no one genuinely really asks or has the time to stop and be like, you're not good? Okay, let's talk.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, here I could talk to them. Here they're like, well, we were arguing about going on a date, but we didn't want to go. I'm like, why were you arguing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's talk about why you're arguing.
You're a therapist too, man.
We're everything.
It's great. Okay, I wanted to thank everybody for coming, because I know that you guys all have busy schedules, and it's Rachel shoving her mouth. I'm a fat ass. Let's go, girl. I know everyone has busy schedules, and we all have our own things going on, but especially Cammie and Mike for dedicating.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Dedicating their day, time, money to setting this up for us, just so that we can share it with you all. So book a fucking date or else. And yeah.
It's gonna be easy.
And also this is for International Women's Day, and so I wanted to sort of just quickly go around and say like where we're from, and maybe like the favorite thing that we have about our culture, because I don't know stuff about like Poland or, you know, where we're all from. I think we all have, I'm half Chinese, but I just really love dim sum, and that's all I have to share about my culture, because I don't know anything else. I like Chinese New Year because it's fun, and
Jesus.
oh, it's my favorite.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I am Puerto Rican and Dominican, and the things I love about my culture is definitely the music. The music. And you're not. Definitely the music, the salsa, bachata, merengue. Done. Out.
Anya's running. She doesn't want to do it.
Okay,
I'm out. No, I'm not.
Why, Anya?
I only did it because I thought you were. Okay, so what I love about Filipino culture is that we are so hospitable. We're so loving. We're so affectionate. We're not afraid to be there when we got to be there. Manny Pacquiao, we join. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there. Filipinos love. When they love, they love. So I just love what am I saying? I just love that we're so affectionate. We're not afraid to show our love through food, through parties, and we wear our heart on our shoulders. So that's what's great about our culture. So. Woo!